Hi, I'm Nora. Welcome to Lines on Air. Our guest today has chickens that we raised in the Steam Lab. She grew up in Washington, Iowa. She has a fear of feet and puppets. She worked at Madrid as a counselor. So tell us your story about how you got chickens. Welcome to Lines on Air, Mrs. Steen.
Thank you. So you want me to tell you the story about how I got chickens?
Uh-huh.
Well, I feel like most of you know. Mrs. Sisler just came to me one day and she said, I think I'm going to incubate chicken eggs. Would you take them? And I said, I've never raised chickens, but I will sure try. And so, yeah. And actually, after 2 of them hatched, we were scared that they weren't going to make it. So Mrs. Sisler's husband went and grabbed some from the store and ended up with 3 more. So I ended up with 5 chicks and I love them all. Yeah.
Did you name them?
Yes.
Oh, can we hear them?
Well, this is also help from my son, but one of them is Karen and Fluffy. And I'll be honest, some of them all look the same. So they just interchangeably become like Karen or Fluffy or chicken.
That's funny.
So, yeah.
That's a cool story about the chickens. So many kids talk about them. I wondered what the funniest thing a kid said to you.
Wow, I've had a lot of funny things said to me. I feel like today, actually, one of the students, I told them one of the chickens got hurt over the weekend.
Oh, no.
And she said, well, what got it? And I said, well, I'm not sure. And she said, it was probably a worm. And I was like, I don't know about that. But, and then I think it was like a week ago, I had a little girl tell me that she named her Barbie after me. So that was
my
real
gosh,
sweet.
that's funny.
Yeah.
A little deeper question. When did you start believing in God?
Oh, we went from chickens to that. Okay. So when I was growing up, my parents, we just always went to church and that was just something that we did. And then when I was in junior high and high school, I was in our youth group and my youth group leaders impacted my life greatly in the way that they just led me to Christ in a way that felt like I was choosing that and not just because my parents were going to church. Like that was a very active choice for me. And then there were several things that happened to me at that time of my life where I just felt like God was very present in miraculous ways. So yeah, that's kind of where that started.
So compared to that last question, this one should be easier.
Okay.
What's your favorite drink?
Whoa, we are going like up and down and all around. My favorite drink. What?
Dr. Pepper?
Oh, no.
Oh.
I would have to say if somebody showed up with like an iced pumpkin chai from Starbucks with pumpkin foam, I would be a very happy person. But I do like Diet Dr. Pepper, so you were close, Davis.
In the song Big God, the line that says, ain't nobody gonna shake my faith, has there ever been a time when you felt like your faith was shaken?
I feel like, yes, there have been times when I felt like my faith was shaken. And I think probably one of the biggest was when I lost my dad. And I feel like just in those moments when you lose someone very close to you that you love, it is really hard for us as humans to not focus on the why or just really lose your focus on how big God is in those really hard moments. And so I feel like through family and friends and my church family, they really were able to guide me back into just realizing that like even through something really, really difficult, like God is there and was there. And I know that I will see my dad in heaven again someday.
What's your favorite part of the armor in God and how do you use it?
The shoes of peace for me has been just a really impactful lesson to be able to teach you guys in your classrooms. And just, I love that so many people are memorizing all of these verses. But then when I ask you guys, like, well, what does that mean? sometimes it's a little harder. And so to be able to go through each piece of the armor and help you understand, and me, like what that actually means. But just being able to think about how we can be ready at any moment to walk in God's peace and share his peace, like through all situations, and then being able to share the gospel with whoever we come in contact with, like who really can walk in his peace and share that with others.
This is all the time we have today. Stay safe with the armor of God.